John, you can probably hear me. Can you come down here and let's set up the PowerPoints? Thank you.
Ideas are scary. They come into this world ugly and messy. Ideas are frightening because they threaten.
Hello. Hello. I'll start the opening slide. Okay. Let's go back to here and go to PowerPoint. And then that would be the image that Google gets. Hello.
How busy are you?
Impossibly. Why, if you'd like to help, I have some nice things that you could do. How are you at construction?
Construction? Well, you know, I made Lincoln Logs when I was little. I didn't make the logs, I just put them together. Wait, no, but you were the business. Fuck yourself.
I mean, this. I guess we got things mostly running. What do you need?
It's pretty low priority, so just measure it out, weigh it out in your other priorities. But basically, for the MediaWorks room, our computers keep going to sleep after like 5 or 10 minutes, and it would be nice if they just didn't.
The display goes to sleep?
Yeah, so we have
after
to log
15 minutes?
Yeah, and then we have to relog it.
Unlock. Unlock every time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we'll try to keep it
as
open.
with always,
That's
get
fine.
the instructor to send the request.
This is great.
I know it seems
Well,
silly,
it's
but
just
it's
for
not my
today.
decision. You know.
I know, it was just for today, though. Just so.
Oh, not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's fine. It was worth
That
it.
policy
It was
doesn't
worth
go
it.
that fast. If I sent it, we don't know. It might take a day.
That's okay. It was worth an ask. I'll just try to move the mouse as much as I can.
You will have plenty of editing on it.
Yeah, I just have to, it's on purpose.
Okay.
So if it will be like this, people will start, or I can say, hey, can you hear me? Oh, this is not connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So this is not to confuse people.
this is where you're hearing the sound coming from. Is actually this microphone.
Yeah, it's the lag is long.
No, it's not a lag, it's about 30 seconds delay.
Yeah, there's a big delay before you come through here. I can't test that. Okay, but you're going to be toggling between PowerPoint and the room?
Coming from is actually this microphone.
About 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Check your thing, and in about 15 seconds, you're going to see the room.
TV stations have only 5 seconds.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, well, we have internet. They're doing solid other. And boom. Yeah.
Level management overview. Look, this is where we are. This is where we're
Hello? Okay. And there we are. Okay. And live. I can turn it up more in the mix just to start getting quiet. Want to do that? Okay, I just need to make sure there's a feedback. So go ahead. Go ahead and get started.
Good evening. Welcome to Founders Day. On time, we're actually streaming this, and like we did last Founders Day, we'll our channel a copy of it eventually. There's something just between us, and by the end of the month, it will edit it so that we will as well. But at the end of how many people here came to last year's alumni event? Welcome back. That was awesome, by the way. It just means so much to me to see you come back and to join us again. There were two things that I was told you want to see, and that's what we're trying to do for you tonight. One is campus. Because physically, it's gone. It's a parking lot now. Who these people are and what two things that you were asking. What's this?
It's cutting in and out.
It's a bug. Yeah. Holy gain, Batman. Holy gain. Are we okay? All right. Two other things that you guys wanted to see. One is you signed the alumni banner out there, and if you have not signed the alumni banner and are an alum, please do. The other is you asked that a dragon mural of comic books be put on a wall. And if you turn left out the door when we leave, you will note that it's gotten started. It's not in finished form yet, but we're going that direction. And there will be more. Please, that's the artwork that we have for you today. Last time we let you do things beyond that. We're not doing that this time. All right? Okay. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the dean of our college, Jerome Solomon, to officially welcome you.
John, fantastic job planning this event. So big hand of applause for John. And I wanted to, next slide, sir. There we go. So, I wanted to welcome all the alumni and guests and friends and family that are here on behalf of myself, our acting CEO, Ken Banks, our talented faculty, many of which who are here tonight. Thank you, faculty, for coming in today, and our staff and our administration. It's a pleasure to have you guys back on campus. I know we planned this, we reserve a day for it, but please know you're always welcome here. So please feel comfortable and just know that you're part of our family and we always want you around. Next slide. So I just wanted to go to give you guys an update on the state of the college. So we've had 40% growth over the years. We're now up to 630 students. We've done this while also maintaining the quality of the education here. So we still have our small class sizes. We're averaging about 13 students per class, Our new students at the high school GPAs has went up from 2.2 to 2.9. So this college is really, really in a really good place and very, very healthy. So we're really, really happy about how that's going along. Next slide, please. And the program, which was also ranked in the top 25 by Animation Magazine last year. Software engineering program, our game design and development program, which actually this news hasn't released yet, but it will be out at the end of this month, I believe. We just got ranked by Princeton Review to be number 19 in the U.S., and there's over 330 game programs. So we're really excited about that. And our digital media management program. Okay, so we're still trying to maintain really quality, high quality programs for all of our students. The digital media management program, we're actually going to teach out, but we're going to introduce a new program, a bachelor's in business administration for that program. Okay, so next slide. So our new academic offerings, okay, so we're adding more programs and more variety of choices for our students and for our faculty to teach. So this summer we're launching a virtual reality and augmented reality certificate program. So that's actually on the website right now, and people can sign up for that. There's a bachelor's in business administration program. This is what's going to sort of replace the DMM program. This will have a focus in project management certification and in media arts. Okay, so that's a way for people that are interested in becoming like producers or on the business side in these media-related companies to have a good major. And we're also launching a technical artist concentration within DAA. All right, next slide. Thank you. And also, we've built really strong industry advisory boards. We have several alumni that are here that sit on these boards, but these are just some of the companies, not all, but some of the companies that are now advising the school. And we really just felt like that was the best way to make sure that in combination with our faculty and the industry that we kept the programs very current and in good shape. Slide. And just really quickly, some future directions, and this also is not public information, but I wanted to share it with all of you. So these are some of the programs that we're looking at adding to the college. A Bachelor of Science in Data Science and Visualization. This would cover like big data, Internet of Things, but with a focus on visualization, design and user interface and user experience. Bachelor of Science in Digital Art, Technology and Business. This one is actually similar to USC has a program that's ran by some rapper, Dr. Dre. Yeah. So we're not in Compton, straight out of Silicon Valley, I guess, but there you go. And we're also looking at taking our game program and creating an online version of it. So those are some of the things that are coming up that, you know, we might have people here that are interested in these programs or interested in helping us out. So I think that's it. I just wanted to quickly tell you guys what's going on with the college. I'll be around. I'm always here, so feel free to ask me any questions, and thank you.
So where's Karina? So this group in the game studio does an amazing studio within a school program where you see artists and engineers and riggers and documentation specialists and project managers all sitting together in one room, and they build games. And they have a game project going on now. So Karina, are we going to start with a trailer, or do you want to chat? You'll start.
I'll start. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Karina Limon. I'm the project manager and design lead for our game studio project, Vampire Teeth, which I am going to introduce to you now.
we were able to iterate on it here at Cogswell for one of our level design classes. And then over the summer, we ended up winning a hackathon up in San Francisco where we won, our prize was Tango devices. That was sponsored by Google, and we ended up winning Tango devices. So we said, hey, let's port our game over to Tango and see how we can leverage that new technology. And then Google announced their contest, and we said, okay, cool, yeah. So yeah, and we started to really work on it because we had a goal and we had a lot of deadlines and things, and it really helped us.
Okay, I've got a question for Christian.
Okay.
And that is that when the Google team came to Cogswell last year because they had a code lab that they wanted to test out. And they basically, we said, hey, we've got students. You want to test your code? Let's see if the students can do it, right? And it was a game studio where they brought their lab in, and students finished the lab where other places they had done the code lab, it hadn't worked. But there was one guy in that class who wasn't part of the class, and that was Christian.
Yes,
and
squeeze myself in.
Yeah. Well, how do you do that? What were you doing in that class?
Actually, I think I myself forgot exact. I think I met the teacher, and he teaches music. I'm a programmer. But for some reason, we started talking in the hallways, and he told me that the Google people were coming and showing Tango. And I said, oh, I read some blog post somewhere about Tango. It's really cool. He invited me. Yeah, so I just showed up, and I was like in first row. And luckily they had an extra Tango for me, so
Yeah.
that was lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to say that I taught a course also in which we were teaching people how to do video. And there was this guy, he came every year, every course session, and he said he was just using the computer to do other things. It was Christian. So anyway.
Oh, wait. I have to clarify. I had the class before that is iOS programming, and I was doing my homeworks immediately after. So
Okay.
I wasn't just...
Okay, so they're going to be around, and the story is great. They're great guys, and they're both graduating
In May, yeah.
in May.
This year.
And so get to know them, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Jimmy and David, MediaWorks. How do you guys want to go? You want to tell about MediaWorks?
Yeah. So my name's Jimmy Frando. I'm the former project manager for MediaWorks. MediaWorks is basically a class here like none other. In that there's two teams. There's a visual team and an audio team, and they work together, and they go from concept to completed full production video for various clients that the teachers will find for us. And it teaches us a lot about communication, working in a team, and utilizing everyone's skills to the best of their ability. And to talk about more about where we're going to be at, here's David.
Hi, I'm David Elstein. I'm just a regular team member for MediaWorks. So, do you want me to just say showcasing? All right. So, we're showcasing several of our completed projects over in room 154, our lab. Head over there. We have some really great projects to show you guys. If you have any questions, we'll be there, and we'll happily answer whatever you guys think of.
Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Taking away this project, so there's one side that's technical, very deep work, visualizing and help a customer see themselves through your work. The other is really human, is understanding what they're not telling you or not. How do you balance what's the big takeaway? Did you learn the soft skills more than the hard skills, or vice versa?
Communicating with the client is also a really important skill that you'll develop, and so I think interpreting, what they're looking for in their project is really important. So is that kind of what you're aiming for?
That's exactly where I'm going. So you read what I didn't
right.
ask you. Right?
So you might not be really too sure about what they're asking or what they're looking for, and it's up to you and the team to kind of interpret that and kind of give them like ideas and like, you know, solid foundations for what they might be looking for, and then they choose.
So once again, what room will you be in?
We'll be in 154.
Go see them. It's worth it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Andrew. Aha. There you go. So this is a brand new project called Cog, and it's a literary project. Cool. But it's quite different than what you might think. And so, Andrew, do you want to describe the project?
Sure. So Cog is a curiously created curation. It's an online magazine publication found at www.cogsine.com, and we are a literary magazine. So we are available for 3 online issues annually, plus 1 summer printed issue. And in the classroom, students are the editorial staff. So our classroom work helps prep students for working in a multimedia editorial. And we do everything from screening, editing manuscripts, page layout, event planning, and consumer relationship to educating first-round literary contests. Speaking of contests, we have 2 major ones that have ended now. Our Cog Poetry Awards and Cog Film, or Page 2 Film, sorry. And these awards are, the winning submissions are turned into 2D animations, graphic novels, or illustrative sequences, whatever the original author would like, with help from our visual animation students as well as our digital audio students.
So what's this guy over here? It says Lemony Snicket. What does that mean?
So yeah, we have a lot of great support and a lot of great contributors. David Handler, aka Lemony Snicket, he judged the first Page to Screen Awards. We have Irene Noguchi, who has worked for AQED, which is a live show broadcast down in San Francisco, and she helps direct our audio broadcast called Cogitate. We have, sorry, names. Chris Baker, sorry, I totally forgot his name. Chris Baker, he's Wired Magazine's Angry Nerd, and he does reviews, both literary and game reviews for the magazine, and many others that help contribute and work with us.
Andrew, thank you very much.
No problem.
And go, oh, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be just roaming around the library. Check me out if you want to ask any questions. I can show off the website. Just find me.
Yeah, great website. Thank you, Andrew. Steve Mortensen, where are we? Welcome back. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is another, well, it's not so new, but it's really made a big impact in its release. So can you describe Project Avatara?
Basically, Avatara is a collection of characters that were made for the animation classes, from the beginning classes to the advanced. Because originally, students were getting characters from all over the internet, and they were very hodgepodge and unreliable for the classroom assignments. So these characters were all designed for specific course assignments throughout the animation courses. And a group of students got together and worked on all these characters, from concept to modeling, texturing, rigging, and they've been gradually being released. So
you graduated last year.
Yes.
And did you know that when it was, the Dragon was released during the last year,
Yeah.
but then this is Henry,
Yeah.
and this is Caroline, Henry and Caroline Cogswell. When they were released, over 1,000 downloads happened in the first week, right? We put out a press release, and we've had people pulling it down from overseas, from animation classes at other colleges. We've had people come from high schools here because they pulled down the rigs, and they came to Cogswell because they found out about it because of the high quality rigs that were created here. So was this something that you're hearing about, or is this something that's new to you about how this thing's taking off as a download?
I've since graduated since the first start of the releases, and I've been gradually hearing about the amounts of downloads and as they get released, and like sometimes I've actually come across them online in people's animations at different websites. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I made that character, but yeah.
So, Steve, you're going to be here with your laptop. You can show the rigs, check them out, check out the quality of the materials that they've produced so far, and stay tuned for new. Thank you very much. Scott Stewart, Trouble Brewing, aha. So we're going to start with, do you want to introduce it and then run the clip?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, Trouble Brewing is a short animated film made by Project X Studios, and it is a studio in which students work together to make a short animated film. So we have artists and engineers that work together, and we produce stuff like this. So you can go ahead and show the trailer.
So I'll ask a question because you're doing a project that takes years to come to fruition, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you're building the next one even as you're finishing this one. Maybe you can talk about how that's handled.
So currently we have, because this film is not finished yet, but we also have another project which is going on in which we do have people working on that, the next project. We have.
And so what's your role in the overall project?
My role is I'm actually still working on this current project. I am lighting and compositing, and I've been doing that for about like 3 or 4 semesters now. Yeah.
Well, stay tuned. It's coming. Thank you.
So I'll be.
Oh, question. Where are you going to be?
I'll be in room 154, so if you guys want to see more shots of this film, we have a lot more shots, and we also have breakdowns on effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, the team's ready to see you and can go into all the gory detail of the underpinnings, because this looks nice, but the real work's there. Thank you, Scott. Brian Rao. Brian's not a student, not an alum. He works here, and so we're going to talk about new programs.
Hello, welcome.
You can talk, or I can ask you questions. What's this mean?
You're the boss. You can ask questions.
No, I'm not. This is it. What's that?
That means something that's starting this summer. So we're doing something pretty exciting this summer, and it's actually an MVP. We're planning to do it. If you all sign up, we will do it. So Coder Camp is a summer programming camp, and it is a little different than going to college. Each class lasts for only 1 week, so it's Monday through Friday. It's all day long, super immersive, fairly intense, and it is geared for high schoolers. We don't have an age limit, so once again, you can all sign up, and I expect at least 5 to 10% of you to sign up, so we're looking forward to that. But yeah, so it basically is front end, back end, so HTML, CSS, Python. There is a game design component as well, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
What kind of questions would you like me to ask you about it?
Wait, the person asking the questions can't ask the other person what questions to ask.
Well, we're filling time. Basically, we're in the process of building new programs. And one thing we find is that summer is a great opportunity to do new things. If you have ideas for programs you'd like to see us run here at Cogswell, talk to Brian. Because this Coder Camp was like a slam dunk. People saying, let's do that. There are other ideas that we're percolating and looking for. But this one is one where very quickly we've gotten a response, and go to the website, you'll see a place to sign up, tell your friends about it.
I do have a suggested question for you.
Yeah.
You could ask me to ask the group here. Who here is a parent? Okay, who here is a parent with offspring that is 6th grade to 12th grade? Okay. I love specificity. I think we just achieved that. I think I only saw 2 hands. So do either of you care about your 6th through 12th grader knowing how to either program in front end, back end, or game development?
Yes.
Okay, that's affirmative. Yeah. Okay. Are either of you going to go check out this website and consider signing up your kid or kids for this summer?
Yes.
Okay, affirmative. Okay, that's like 100% right there. That's pretty
great.
good. Okay. Now all I need is your address, so if you don't sign up, I can track you down.
Thank you very
All right.
much, Brian.
Okay, I'm getting kicked off.
Now the mystery man is Tim Duncan. Is he here? Yes. Good. We're going to move to a new world.
Great. Thank you.
Is that on?
Is it on?
Yep.
Okay, good evening, and welcome to Founders Day. I'm Tim Duncan, and what I'm going to talk about is a new certificate program that we are instituting this summer, starting this summer, and it has to do with virtual reality. I don't know if you've noticed, but these things are starting to show up everywhere. And if you thought that people disappear when they start using their cell phones, just wait till these hit. Okay, but this is very clearly a trending development for a number of reasons, because of a lot of recent advances in display technologies, for cell phones and the like, for being able to manage large amounts of data throughput, because of advances in imaging and so on. And all of a sudden, what started out as a sort of faraway dream, a kind of science fantasy in the late 80s and 1990s, has become not a virtual reality, but an actual reality. We're seeing these things land, either in terms of virtual reality, which means that the user is basically working within an enclosed visual space and perhaps aural space as well, or augmented reality, where images and flat images and the like become expanded or augmented through various imaging techniques. So with this program that we're starting in the summer, we have it's a certificate program that consists of 5 courses, and it's targeted toward working professionals in the computer engineering or computer graphics industries or a number of related industries, or also students who are currently engaged in computer graphics programs. And so even though this has only been public for the last couple of weeks, I think that we've already got an enrollment or applications for nearly a dozen students. So what we're going to do is just after this series of talks, we're going to have a little bit of a demonstration over in the rec room if you're interested in seeing a little bit of virtual reality technology. Many of you already have, but if you haven't, then it would be worthwhile to come and have a look. And if you're interested in the virtual reality certificate program, please, let me know, and we'll talk about what that involves and how you might get started. Anything
Thank you
else?
very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Is Nando here? He's outside. Nando Gapazan is the one who organized part of this program, and see him at the front door. He's manning the gate. But as alumni, our career services group works with hiring organizations. And if you know people who want to use our talent, the gateway is through Nando. So if you see him, you saw him as you came in, introduce yourself. He's basically looking at the talent inside the school and matching it with the needs of people outside the school. So with that, we want to welcome you now to the school. It's now yours to see. There's a bunch of food. I know we pulled you away from the food, and I didn't want to hold you very long here so you could get back. But I'd recommend going to the left and seeing the dragon that's appearing there, going into the studios. We have some of the clubs in their rooms, and you can get to know what they're up to, and certainly approach all the people that you met up here today. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have as well. Welcome back. Thank you, and enjoy your evening.